Hi everybody, it's Mike with Inflatable Boarder, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Blackfin Model X by iRocker. The Model X is part of iRocker's premium line of inflatable paddleboards called the Blackfin series. The Blackfin Model X has an extremely versatile design and feature set, and its incredibly stable size and shape make it a great option for beginners, larger paddlers, paddling with a pet or passenger, anglers, and even river paddlers. The Model X, like iRocker's other Blackfin paddleboards, is built with a more durable construction and reinforced side rails. Inside the board is a standard knitted drop stitch core that's 6 inches thick, and that's bonded to a dual layer fusion PVC laminate shell. Altogether, iRocker refers to this as their triple layer composite construction. The top and bottom of the board are joined together with an interior rail band that's made of reinforced PVC material and is glued all the way around the side of the board. A larger rail band is then glued outside of that, and then as a Blackfin series board, the Model X receives a carbon fiber fabric rail reinforcement through the middle of the board. This is a piece of carbon fiber fabric material that is sandwiched between the outer rail band and another layer of PVC. This gives the board a significant increase in durability in one of the most high wear areas, and it also helps increase rigidity. When inflated to its maximum pressure of 16 psi, the Blackfin Model X did very well in our bend test. With 170 pounds of weight in the standing area of the board, it bent just 1 inch. This result of just 1 inch in our bend test puts it into the upper echelon of our bend testing out of over 100 other paddleboards. On the water, you can feel that same rigidity in the Blackfin Model X. I couldn't feel any bending or flexing while I was standing on the board or paddling normally. While I was paddling very hard for our sprint test, I could feel a little bit of flex when I was looking for it, but if I wasn't consciously looking for it, I didn't notice it. I could get a small to moderate amount of flex while bouncing up and down on the board. However, as soon as I stopped jumping, the board came back to a standstill very smoothly and very comfortably. The Blackfin Model X is a larger cruiser-style paddleboard that's designed to focus more on stability than on speed. It's 10.5 feet long, 35 inches wide, and 6 inches thick. Given its large size and large feature set, iRocker did a great job of keeping this board to a very manageable 26 pounds, and it still has a maximum weight capacity of 450 pounds. This makes it a great option for beginners who want more stability, paddling with a passenger or pet, larger paddlers, anglers, or anyone else who brings a lot of equipment with them. In addition to its 35-inch width, the Model XL's rigidity and broad shape make it feel very stable on the water. While standing and paddling on the board, I didn't notice any twitching or rolling and had no issues moving around and adjusting my position. And when purposely tilting the Model X onto its side, the broad shape helps keep more of the board in contact with the water, giving you a more stable feel. It also makes it very consistent as you move back to the board if you want to use the tail to lift the nose and do a pivot turn, or if you're trying to reach or adjust any cargo or other accessories. The deck pad helps support that consistently stable feel by providing a logo embossed and grooved traction pad all the way to the tail of the board. This gives it a ton of grip whether you're barefoot or wearing shoes, and it gives you plenty of space if you need to adjust your position to make room for a passenger. Often, the trade-off for great stability is reduced speed. That is the case for the Model X, but only to a certain degree. The 35-inch width and broad design does make the Model X a little bit slower on the water compared to slimmer designs. However, its rigid construction does keep it moving smoothly as you paddle. In our speed test, the Model X had an average sprinting speed of about 5.3 miles per hour, and I was able to reach a top speed of just 5.4 miles per hour. Now, this isn't going to put it anywhere near the top of our fastest boards list, but when you consider its size and stability, it is actually still pretty good. When you slow things down to a more casual cruising pace of about 25 strokes per minute, the Model X travels at about 3 miles per hour. Now again, this isn't the fastest for an all-around paddleboard or even a wide all-around paddleboard, but that rigid construction does keep it moving smoothly, and that smooth feeling makes it feel like it's moving a little bit faster, and it does give it a little bit of a boost in efficiency. At that cruising pace, each paddle stroke will move the Model X around 18 feet before it starts to slow down. Now that gives it a gliding ratio of about 1.7 board lengths, which does put it a little bit above average for these wider all-around paddleboards. So as you're paddling it, you may not be moving as fast as some longer, skinnier designs, but you're not going to feel like the board is flexing and you're having to push it through the water. The Blackfin Model X's shorter length and wider, broader shape do make it very maneuverable on the water. With all three included fins installed, the Model X completed our 360-degree forward sweep test in just under 5 strokes on average. Doing the same turning test with a reverse sweep stroke took less than 4 strokes on average. These scores make the Blackfin Model X an extremely maneuverable paddleboard, and not only through our testing, but through our use as well. I found it was very easy to move the Blackfin Model X wherever I wanted to go. And for those times where you do need to turn even faster, that consistent, stable feel of the paddleboard makes it a breeze to step back to the tail and lift the nose for a quick pivot turn to turn on a dime. Much like how stability and speed are often contraindicated to each other on a paddleboard, maneuverability and tracking also tend to be opposites. With the Blackfin Model X's excellent maneuverability performance, I was a little bit worried about how well it was going to do in our tracking test, but I was actually very surprised at how well it did. In our 10-stroke tracking test, the Blackfin Model X only deviated about 16 degrees from its original course on average. Now, this isn't quite to the same level of tracking as boards like the Blackfin Model XL or the Blackfin XL Ultra, but it is very good given its shape and size. Similar to how easy it was to turn the Model X wherever I wanted to go, it was actually just as easy to keep the Model X moving in a straight line whenever I wanted it to. Overall, the Blackfin Model X does a great job of balancing its maneuverability and tracking performance while still being extremely agile on the water. iRocker's Blackfin series paddleboards tend to lean towards SUP anglers, and as such, they have a large number of features built into the boards to help manage fishing accessories, cargo, and more. But that doesn't mean that the boards, including the Model X, are limited just to SUP fishing. On the deck of the Model X, there are 2 large cargo areas, each with removable bungee cords that are threaded through 6 D-rings. This gives you plenty of space for large dry bags or other large bulky cargo. Each of those cargo areas also comes with a set of removable padded passenger handles. In total, there are 18 D-rings on the Blackfin Model X, including the leash D-ring at the tail of the board and the anchor D-ring under the nose of the board. The D-rings around the middle of the board are designed to work with iRocker's kayak seats, as well as with their shoulder carrying straps. In addition to those D-rings, there are also 8 threaded accessory mounts on the Blackfin Model X. These can be used with anything from camera and phone holders to fishing rod holders or all sorts of other accessories. And lastly, there are 2 bolt-on Scotty-style mounts on the rear of the board, and those can be used with individual fishing accessories like rod holders or with a tackle rack in order to help organize all of your fishing equipment. There are 3 carrying handles on the Blackfin Model X, one at the nose, one in the center of the board, and one at the tail. The Model X does come with 3 fins, a 9-inch center fin that's a surf or all-around style shape, and 2 4.5-inch side fins. Now, the flip-lock fin boxes that the Model X uses are very easy to use and operate, and they do have a fin tether that gives you additional protection from losing your fins either on the land or on the water. With those 3 fin boxes, you can adjust your maneuverability and tracking performance or change out to a shallower fin for shallow water paddling. Last year, iRocker started selling their Blackfin series paddleboards in a variety of different configurations. You can purchase the Blackfin Model X as a board-only kit, which comes with the board, fins, and repair kit. You can customize your own package with everything that you need and upgrading items like electric pumps and paddles. Or you can purchase the Blackfin Model X with a standard SUP kit that comes with the board, fins, bag, repair kit, coiled leash, and the standard 3-piece Blackfin paddle. Now, I really like this system because it does allow you to choose your accessories and upgrade the ones that you want without having to first purchase an entire kit. In the board-only configuration, the Blackfin Model X does not include a paddle. However, if you select the standard kit option, you do get the Blackfin 3-piece carbon fiber hybrid paddle. This paddle has a carbon fiber shaft, carbon fiber handle section and handle, and it has a pin and clip adjustment system that makes it easy to set the length on your paddle the same every time you paddle, and it also automatically aligns the handle to the blade. The blade is made with a reinforced nylon material. It's got a medium size and a rectangular shape. This makes it a great option for most paddlers and keeps the paddle feeling very balanced and comfortable throughout the day. One of the options available is to upgrade to the Blackfin 2-piece paddle. Now, this paddle is significantly different from the 3-piece paddle. It does use a carbon fiber shaft, carbon fiber handle section, and carbon fiber grip. However, it is a continuous handle and grip rather than 2 separate pieces. It uses a compression collar instead of a pin and clip system, but it does have an indexing groove and length marks on here to make setting your length easy and to keep the handle in line with the blade. Now the biggest difference though is in the blade itself. Rather than being a reinforced nylon, this is a fully carbon fiber blade. It's extremely rigid and stiff, so it provides a lot more power than the nylon paddle does. While it does make it easier to go a little bit faster with the Model X, it also is a stiffer paddle, so you will feel a little bit more on those longer days as you get used to a higher end paddle like this. If you do choose to upgrade to the Blackfin 2-piece carbon fiber paddle, you do also get a paddle bag with it, which is an excellent accessory that not every high-end carbon fiber paddle comes with. That's a great way to protect your paddle, especially because it doesn't break down into such a small package. And so that way, as you're transporting it around, you're not as likely to bump it into something and have something break or chip. Another upgrade option, and this is one that I do recommend everybody make, is that you can go from the hand pump to the iRocker electric pump. And the iRocker electric pump has been my workhorse electric pump for the last 2 years. I've not had any issues with it. Even though it's not necessarily the fastest electric pump out there, its reliability is second to none. The Blackfin Model X has a lot to offer for many different types of paddlers. The stable shape is very beginner friendly, but it's also ideal for SUP fishing, paddling with a passenger, or even getting into river and whitewater paddling. The high quality construction makes the Blackfin Model X extremely durable and rigid, which gives it its great performance on the water. And you can completely customize the kit that comes with your Blackfin Model X to match your exact needs. All in all, I really like the Blackfin Model X. I think it's a great paddleboard for anybody who wants ultimate stability, excellent maneuverability, or outstanding versatility. If they want to paddle with a passenger or go SUP fishing or anything else that requires a lot of stability, it's an awesome option. If you're looking for something that has a little bit better tracking and can go a little bit farther, a little bit faster, then you might want to look at the Blackfin Model XL or the XL Ultra if you want something that's extremely portable. And if you do want to get into more of the adventure touring side of things, then the Blackfin Model V offers you even more tracking and speed performance while still being very stable and rigid. Hopefully I've answered all of your questions about the Blackfin Model X. If I have missed something, let us know in the comments below. In the video description, you can find a link to our full written review for the Blackfin Model X, as well as for all of iRocker's other paddleboards and dozens more at InflatableBoarder.com. If you are interested in purchasing the Blackfin Model X, we'd appreciate it if you'd use the link in our video description below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help support our YouTube channel and also brings you more reviews and other SUP-related content. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up below and share this video with friends, family members, or even total strangers. And don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of our latest video content. Thanks for watching, don't forget your PFD, and happy paddling.